What is up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Woo! This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again. What another episode of the Dre Mac Show. I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything because I ain't got nothing playing. Lord have mercy. What's going on, everybody? Coming into the comment section right now. This is a live chat where I'm going to be talking about Across the Spider-Verse, the newest Spider-Man movie. If you haven't seen it, go check out my spoiler review where I just break down my reactions, like what I thought about it and stuff like that. This is actually a chat with y'all so we can be able to talk about Across the Spider-Verse because it was dope. Dope. One of the best Spider-Man movies I ever watched. And I have watched it multiple times now. So there's some things I've caught. I put them in my spoiler review. If you want to check out that video, it's in there. But this is my time to be able to chat with you guys. You know what I'm saying? You tell me what you guys think about the movie and everything. I'm getting back into making videos again, and I got a hot video that I'm editing. I was editing right before I got on, but I got a video where I'm going to talk about the top five actors that I would like to see play Miles Morales. Shout out to Snide, you know what I'm saying, for that alley-oop. You know what I mean? So I'm going to I'm going to have that video up later on. I'm editing right now. That video is going to be in the afternoon. You already know what it is. The real question is... Alrighty. Make sure if you're in here, give me a thumbs up in the chat, especially if you're coming over. If you're on YouTube right now, make sure give me a thumbs up. It helps me out tremendously when y'all on YouTube. You give me the thumbs up, and the algorithm, it shows that people are watching the show. And I'm giving you guys what you're looking for. You know what I mean? I'm giving you guys what you're looking for. Shout whoever's out in the chat. Make sure you put it in the chat who's in here so I can shout you guys out. And then we're gonna go into the live spoiler reaction to this, man. This is I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have watched every single thing that came out for Spider-Man. This is literally the best one. This is the best iteration of a Spider-Man story that I've seen in a long time, y'all. And when I say a long time, I really do mean a long time. And I'm going to put some information out there for you guys. Good morning, Mika G. Mika G is in the house from Popcorn in Your Beard and Blues House. What's going on? Yeah, Hobie Brown, dog. Just the whole shebang bang, y'all. The whole thing. It's like it's almost like let me take that off. It's almost like when I read comics and there's certain tones and certain feels that I like about comics. I don't collect every single comic, and one of the reasons why I like Deadpool, I'm gonna tell you what besides them being just silly, and I like that because I like to laugh. I'm a very silly, goofy person. I do get on everyone's nerves that I talk to. That if you're my friend, I get on your nerves, and you can't help it. But you're gonna see this face, and it's gonna get on your nerves. I'm gonna irritate your skin, but I also will tickle your feet if need be. But the reason why I like Deadpool so much because he is a complex character. He loves to joke and have fun, and at the same time, he really cares. And it's one comic, I'm not gonna lie, it damn near made me cry. It was like a one shot of Deadpool, and Deadpool was visiting this kid. Well, this kid reached out to Deadpool to hire him because somebody kept coming in his room when he was asleep. And when the kid, it come out to be that the kid was getting molested by his stepdad, and this kid just wanted protection. And he called on Deadpool, and Deadpool handled his dad. He didn't kill his dad, but it was a message in there. And when there's writing like that with a character I love, and it brings it to heart. It makes me, it humanizes this goofy comic book character and humanize them to real situations that go on with real people. After that, I was like, I would never, I don't care. I will always collect a Deadpool comic because that was a story they didn't have to tell. And they told that story. So that is one of the reasons why I love that character so much. And there's no way that I would ever turn my back on Deadpool. You know what I'm saying? I know he said some off the wall things, and people pan him, especially the far right always. And I'm gonna talk about the far right and Miles Morales too. But there's always something that's said about these characters. And when I read that, I was like, I don't care what these people say about these characters. These are my characters. And I'm gonna love, and cherish these characters because they're my characters. You know what I mean? So let's get into the spoiler reaction. Like, okay, so I didn't want that. Um, with this character, with this movie, let me just tell you, and I said this in my spoiler review, was the look of the movie. The look of the movie is, I love, man, like one of the greatest things I love to do, honestly, is go to like an art museum. You know what I mean? Art. I love water because I love going to the ocean, just listening to the ocean and all of that. It brings me to a certain place. Hold on, just for a second. Let me get this to. Gotta do something real quick with the Wi-Fi's here because it's on my end. I don't know about you guys, but on my end, it's kind of slowing down. So I got to do a little something. I should have did this earlier, but I kind of forgot. So give me just a second while I go ahead and I just gotta set my internet up. So because we have like the internet just going all over the place and every single TV and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? It's a lot that can slow your internet down. So I'm just trying to make it seem like so this is actually seamless and smooth. Let me let me pull something up because I found this kind of interesting yesterday. Um, that people like. I mean, like I said, I'm a big fan of this character. I do have his first appearance. And I love that they brought this story. Like I said, with me, before I kind of went on the try and fix the internet and stuff with this character that I love so much. One of the biggest things about him, yes, the animation is dope. Um, Animation incredible, amazing, dope. It was my man Brian. What is up, dude? I'm still trying to work on June. Give me a moment because I'm still trying to hook up with you guys, but I need some money. But the visuals, the aesthetic of it. Now, when I went into this movie, I was not expecting to see good storytelling, but what makes animation so much better than live action is that you can have this painting come to life. So when we were in the beginning, when we were talking with when you're hearing the narration of Gwen Stacy, Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider, Spider Woman. I would say we just call her Ghost Spider because that's kind of where I know our Spider Gwen, but Ghost Spider is still dope too. But when they're telling the story, it remind me of like Merry Melody cartoons, like when they did anything that had to do with like opera. You know what I'm saying? And you see all these colors and these movements, and the colors tell a story. The artistry tells a story, and that's what's so awesome about art. When you look at art, we all look at certain things differently. we have our own interpretation of that art. But when you're looking at this movie and it's telling the story, you see the art come to life. Like Gwen is really blue. They use a lot of pastel colors with Gwen. She went blue when you could tell she's depressed and she's frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Pink to liven up her mood. You know, a little bit of greenish tone. Like I said, it was like a pastel green in her universe. And all of it tells a story because she's sad. And now we knew why she was sad. She wasn't able to talk to Miles because Miguel O'Hara already knew, you know, he's the anomaly. So we gotta basically, I'm trying to figure out, y'all trying to get rid of him? You know what I mean? Or were they trying to get rid of Miles in the 1610 universe? Because they were really like, don't put this dude nowhere close to us, because if he would get bit by that number 40, that Universe 42 spider, you wouldn't have this problem. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I like that. I love one thing, I love stories. But the other thing that I really, 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 really love is visual storytelling. And the visual storytelling is great because, again, if you have a scene where you're trying to get something conveyed, the scenery sets the mood. And now, as long as the acting and the conversation matches the mood, it makes it amazing. I'm gonna give you an example of visual storytelling. Everybody's seen E.T. And if you haven't seen E.T., good God, something is wrong with you by now. It came out like in the 80s, 81, 82. But the scene where all the kids, or the first time that E.T., you know, takes Elliot on the bike, and you see that moment, it's like a magic moment where you see Elliot going across the moon. You know, there's no conversation going on. He's literally riding his bike across the moon. And that scene is imprinted so far in your head because it is artistry coming to life. It's a painting coming to life. People talk about like Michael Jordan or when Michael Jackson dances, it's an artistry coming to life. When Michael Jordan dunks a basketball and the way he flies through the air, it's artistry. And that is a story you can tell. And in this, all of the colors that they use, oh my God, that's what makes the movie so great to me, is because of all the little visual cues that they do with just the art. You know, the spot is drawn literally. He's not finished. If you think about it, you know, the way that they drew this character is an unfinished like sketch. Like my brother is a big artist, so when he draws different characters, there's an artist sketch that has to be sketched first before you can start with the face and different things like that. He is unfinished. And what I like about this is that he starts off unfinished, and by the end of the movie, he's a finished product. He's a whole piece of artistry to just come to life and all this motif and all of that. And I think that's awesome. Hobie Brown, when he steps on and you see all of the different colors and different things like that come alive with Hobie Brown, man, is dope. He has the dopest intro. Just his, like, the way that he walks, it's like paper mache. It's like, you know, we're building a like a collage. You know what I mean? It is amazing. You know what I mean? And I compared it. Yes, dog. I seen that. And I compared it to like if you look at posters from like the UK in the 70s, and I believe in the 70s and the 80s, they use that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of like paper mache, like cutting out different pieces of magazines and newspaper clippings and making their posters, you know, or their album covers from that. What's up, Blue? Blue is in the house. What is going on, my man? And if y'all in the house, make sure to give a brother a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. If you watch this on a replay, thumbs up. But anyway, so again, I love story, and visual story and story goes together. It's a 10 for me. It's a 10 because there's a story, there's an underlying story of letting go and being able to allow things to flourish. Spider-Punk is dope. Yes, but most definitely based off of Jimi Hendrix. And I think his introduction, in Spider-Man India, his introduction was dope, but Spider-Punk, the way that he pops on screen, dope, dope, most definitely dope. He's a little based off of Jimi Hendrix and the movement of the UK rocker of that time too. You know what I mean? Just a mix of that is just dope. But the way his hair and everything looked reminded me of if Jimi Hendrix came out now, if we had a Jimi Hendrix for the 2020s, that's what it reminded me of. And it was so dope. But did anybody notice? And matter of fact, you know what? Ooh, hold on. I might be able to pull up something here because I think I got a picture of him. But did anybody get the feeling that Spider Punk looks a little bit like Miles? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I did. His nose and all of that favors Miles a lot. But let me share my screen. Let me see if it'll let me. Let me see if it'll let me share. But this is Spider Punk. Matter of fact, that's Hobie Brown. I mean, if you look at the way that the colors are, like everything is like cut and paste, like I mean, that's an album cover. Like that is most definitely a album cover. Like this is his introduction when he comes in. Like, look at that. Again, I love art, but man, he is Joe. All of this that you see right here, that's like I mean, I love it, Enter the Spider-Verse, but this here, dog, that is top tier. That is top tier. I don't care what nobody say. That is top tier. Uh he said he favored him, but not to the point where I feel like he's a Miles variant. You know what I mean? It's I don't know if he knew a Miles or whatever, but he kept saying things to Miles like use your palms, not your fingertips. You know what I mean? He was kind of pushing him to make his own device. If you kind of caught that, you know what I mean? I've watched it literally like 5 times. So, and I had to watch it. I had to really, literally watch it like 3 times so I could do my review when I did my review for the video for the review. Like, if this is what I was basing it off of, you know what I'm saying? This is what like the Sex Pistols, the way that they kind of use, newspaper clippings and stuff like that. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah, it took him 2 years to animate. Spider Punk is literally like one of the dopest dudes. Like, and he's voiced by Daniel Kaluuya. You know what I mean? He did an amazing job as Spider Punk. But look at this. Just look at that. Like, that's dope. But he does kind of like he has a look of Miles. You know what I mean? But what if he's like a cousin or something? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. You know what I mean? Like literally, I'm just making stuff up at this point. Like just this alone right here. This is right. He's a rock star. Like legitimate rock star. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. And this was like one of the highlights of the movies for me. That was literally one of the highlights of the movie. Just that look for me was just so dope. You know what I mean? It was so dope. What's up? D Stizzle is in the house. What is going on, my brother? Yeah, I mean, you just look at it and you like, oh my God, dude. You know what I mean? But Did you guys like the fact that they allowed Spider Gwen, which I've watched it multiple times so I can be able to do my video. Did you notice? Because I rewatched Into the Spider Verse, right? And this is what I noticed at the beginning of, in the midway point of Into the Spider Verse, going into the third act. Jeff Davis, which is Lieutenant Jeff Davis, which is Miles's dad, literally almost shot him when he found his Uncle Aaron dead. That scene where Aaron gets shot by Kingpin and Miles is sitting over on him and he's crying his heart out. You know what I mean? Because his Uncle Aaron got killed. You know what I'm saying? In front of him, and he couldn't save him. Did y'all notice that it mirrors the scene of Spider Gwen when Peter died in the beginning of the movie, and her dad coming in? You know what I mean? Trying to arrest her for the death of him. It mirrors. So a lot of their story is the same. You know what I mean? Peter died in her universe. She couldn't save him, and he couldn't save his Uncle Aaron, who died in front of him also. And both of their parents, both of their parental figures, their male parental figure, are cops that just want to do the right thing. And if you notice, the theme of this is there's really no villains. There's antagonists, but there's antagonists with a meaning, because everybody thinks they're doing right. Everybody thinks they're right. This is the same thing we've seen from Peter Parker, from the MCU's Peter Parker, which is good Lord, godly, I was about to say Tobey Maguire. Tom Holland's Peter Parker thought he was right. He literally is telling Iron Man, I can be a hero. I can do that. And he's saying, you're not ready. You got to pump your brakes, kid. You got to grow. This is the same thing that they were telling. Miles is getting the same story. It's really shout out to Lord and Miller by following these points in these beats, because these beats have been through Peter Parker's story the whole entire time. The Spider-Man mythos, Spider-Man wasn't really ready to be Spider-Man. That's why you have Spider-Man No More. You know what I mean? The story of Spider-Man No More was like, I give up. I can't have the things that I want. Everybody keeps dying around me. I'm sick of it. I don't want to do it anymore. And literally, Miles in the first one was not ready to be Spider-Man. He had to take a leap of faith. And the Peter that's in the in Across the Spider-Verse, that's the 616 Peter Parker. So he knows everything that's going on. You know what I mean? The canon points, yes. The Peter Parker knows everything that's going on with Miles. He knows that he lost his Gwen Stacy. He married Mary Jane Watson, and they had to, and the writers made him get divorced, and to save Aunt May, you gotta, sacrifice and all this other stuff. It's just a lot of craziness. You know what I mean? Lord and Miller get it. Absolutely. For real, the writers of the Tom Holland Spider-Man got it, because he had to go through the same thing. That's why I'm making, having, Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man come into that universe and be like, yeah, we get it. Mine was Uncle Ben. He had to get over, Andrew had it doubly bad. Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man not only lost Uncle Ben, but Gwen Stacy got killed too. You know what I mean? And Captain Stacy died. You know what I mean? So it's all like when Andrew Garfield caught MJ, you know what I mean? In Spider-Man No Way Home, I was feeling them on that, because look how much tragic stuff happened, and he was able to save, that universe's MJ. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And in this one, even though when they went to Spider-Man India and they went to Mulbatten, I'm not going to pronounce the dude's Petikar. I'm not going to pronounce that. Like, I butchered it on my video. I completely butchered that. Spider-Man India. That's what I'm gonna call him. P. You know what I mean? He was Spider-Man India P. You know what I mean? I think it's Poptakar, but you know what I mean. In his universe, he saved his captain, which led to a non-canon event because that captain was supposed to die. It was supposed to be a part of his universe. Again, they went to go stop the event from causing a disruption in that universe. How the hell did they do that? Because in What If, every time that Doctor Strange did something dumb, you know what I mean, to try to get what's her name? God, it's on my tip of my tongue. Good God, I hate having brain farts. What is her name that he tried to Kathleen? Yeah. Is it Kathleen? Yeah, I think so. Y'all tell me in the comment section. But every time he tried to go be with her, it never works. And he ended up destroying the universe after universe after universe after universe after universe. Which, again, I pointed this out in my video. They literally should have had it where in Doctor Strange, he went to those universes of What If to go and see what happens in them alternate universes. Do not bring What If and the bad writing on the Marvel into it. Yeah, I mean, the What If was not bad. What was bad is there was no connective tissue to what happened in What If and to what happened in Loki, in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. There was no connective tissue. You know what I mean? That's what's the problem with that. I'm not pronouncing that, D Stizzle. I don't care what you say. I'm not doing it. No. No. But like if I was to take what Lord and Miller like let's get this for example. The Spot goes to Mrs. Chen's store in the Venomverse. So y'all remember I did a top, the 5 things I kind of want to see in this universe. And one of them is connecting. Is it going to talk to Venom? Are they going to be in a Venomverse? Are they going to mention Venom? Venom is a part of the Peter Parker story. No matter how, I was listening to Grace Randolph, and she was like, they should have had Venom in there. But just being in this universe was enough for me. It was just being in that universe. It's like Venom is essential to Peter's story because he needs the symbiote. You know what I mean? The Spot is OP, and I'm glad that they're showing it. Yeah, once he figured it out, like, you know what I mean? He's completely dope. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get to Miles' ego. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that the 5 things that I kind of wanted to talk about when it came to this story. If I still got this up here, I think I do. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's why. All right, so I did kind of think that Venom was going to show up too, but let me share with you guys because I did this, but I was too busy looking for Ultimate Fallout. Want to see Moreland and the Inheritors in Beyond the Spider-Verse, or do you want to see that in live action, D? But let me pull this back up. Like, this is one of my number 5 thing was the theme of the movie. This movie should be about Miles' journey of being Spider-Man, even though the death of a loved one, through the death of a loved one. And I said this in there because, and I do love this for the simple fact is that he goes into Earth 42 and he sees what it could have been like being with Uncle Aaron, living with Uncle Aaron. Number 2, he also gets to see a world without Spider-Man. And number 3, what his life could be like. He lost, his dad dying, You know what I mean? At whatever point in time that his dad died, there was no Spider-Man in that universe. You know what I mean? Because he got bit by the spider that should have bit Miles. If y'all didn't notice, Miles was next to the spider in his classroom because Miles had braids or whatever. That Miles should have been bit to become Spider-Man in that universe, but he wasn't. You know what I mean? And that Spider-Man, I mean that spider ended up going to the Miles in the 16 universe. So I wonder, is that going to be told in Beyond the Spider-Verse also? Hold on, you said Merlin needs to show up somewhere because with all these spider totems running around, he would be the perfect big bad for any Spidey. Yeah. I see what you're talking about. Okay. In Beyond the Spider-Verse, but I can see Sony saving them for live action. Yeah. Especially with the way that they go on with this. I want to, now that I'm sorry. Now that that Miles knows that there's an alternate universe version of him, like Ultimatum in the 616 universe. What kind of dynamic are they going to have, going forward? Is that going to help in Miles's journey that he gets to see? Like, are we going to spend some time with this Miles showing the Miles, the Prowler Miles showing, the Spider-Man Miles what this life is really like? They have a 616. They have a Sinister Six cartel that's in that universe too. So we can literally get the Sinister Six versus the Spider team that Gwen is putting together. Let me see. The number 4 was besides Spider-Man, will villain show up or be mentioned? And again, when the spot went into Mrs. Chen's store, I freaked out. First of all, I love Mrs. Chen. Her facial expression, she is not impressed with you. You stole gum also. You know what I mean? And she just there. She seen Venom bite the head off the dude who was trying to get her for some money. So a dude popping in ain't nothing special. You know what I mean? And Mrs. Chen has been affected with the symbiote. Venom has been, that didn't sound right. Venom has been a part of Mrs. Chen. So there's nothing that surprises her. But again, I'm glad that they were able to get Venom mentioned in this movie. Let me see. What was my number 4? Spider-Man 99 and dynamics he gives to Miles being a more hardcore character based on his 2099 comics. I would like to see the wisdom and courage he could give to the story. That's not what I seen. I didn't see that. I seen Batman. And I seen a man, and the reason why I said Batman, because y'all imagine Batman, that being his contingency program or his contingency plan, like, oh man, I just seen this other Batman get killed in the universe. Instead of the kid, he didn't have his parents. So let me go up there and let me get some Martha Wayne love and you know what I'm saying, in his dad. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of see that, like I'm not gonna lie. Spider-Man 2099 was dope in this movie, and it was dope for this reason. Is that, and this is way different. I don't say he's totally different. His motivations are different in this one. His motivation was to stop, basically the incursions, because that's exactly what's going on. The erasing, well, not really incursion, because that's two worlds colliding. The erasing of a universe, because, in this particular one, he went in and tried to be a stand-in and tried to be a dad for Miguel, who was happy. You know what I mean? And he tried to be a stand-in and he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He got the world erased, so he's trying to fix that. You know what I mean? Now, but the 2099 comics are all like weird and hardcore too, because technically there's no there's no heroes in the 2099 universe. All these, all the ones that we meet, Black Panther 2099, Spider-Man 2099, hell, Doom 2099 is not like, the regular Doom. That Doom is crazy. Miguel was too unhinged compared to the comics. They better fix that. I believe that he was unhinged for a reason. Because acting more like the Punisher or Kane. But remember Punisher 2099? Boy, But I think he was, to me, this is what I got from his character. To me, his character fucked up. And he's trying to fix, again, this is a theme of Spider-Man trying to fix stuff. All Spider-Man have this problem. They think that they can fix everything. Remember, Tom Holland Spider-Man thought he could fix Green Goblin and all the villains, and look what that got him. Miguel O'Hara 2099 think he could be able to, to fix all the things that's going on because he did it himself. He tried to blame it on Miles, but he did it himself. He went into another universe he wasn't even supposed to be in and tried to play daddy, and he got that universe erased. You know what I mean? So he's trying to fix everything. He's just doing it in a more hardcore demeanor. You know what I mean? That's the way that I looked at that's why I looked at the character. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was trying to be more Punisher, like he's trying to fix it in his own way. Gwen was trying to fix, was trying to save was trying to save Miles in her own way. Spider-Man have that problem, trying to fix stuff when you got to let it play out. When did you think of the Scarlet Spider? I didn't think they made him comic relief, but he was dope seeing the clone run around. I didn't think he was comic relief. I for real, I think people was just taking him as a joke. But for real, let's think about it. Ben Reilly is jacked. His whole story is jacked. He really believed he was a Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? He was really a clone. That whole clone saga went on forever, though. Like, it was dope until it wasn't dope anymore. When they were milking the shit out of that. And remember, this is a time where Marvel was kind of going downhill, and they were just trying to get anything to stick. And they were trying to compete with the death of Superman, too. You know what I mean? Which they had, in the 90s, they had stuff like, you had Maximum Carnage in the 90s. There was some good stuff in the 90s. They were just trying to milk it. But it was good to see the Scarlet Spider in this. I don't know how many times that I've always used him as a default. You know what I'm saying? Because his power set in the Spider-Man video games are dope, so I kind of always use him. You know what I mean? Yeah, they milked the clone like 3 times. Yeah. It started off dope and went downhill. It started off dope and just went all the way left. All right. So I did the true villain would eventually be Miles' ego, and I was correct. Everybody's trying to fix stuff. Okay, so just let's say this. Let's say Miles met the Spot when he met him. The bread is falling through him. If he wasn't antagonizing the Spot and he kind of asked him, man, what are you doing? Why are you trying to rob this store? You know what I mean? If he wasn't antagonizing, trying to be funny, which is my man's DP. So he antagonizes everybody. In Spider-Man, this is the reason why he has the villains that he has. He antagonized the crap out of everybody. And then guess what happens? When you antagonize people and you get on their nerves, they end up being your worst problem. They literally are your worst problem. So it's Miles' ego. In the ego of every Spider-Man, trying to be funny and not trying to really help. Like, they try to help at the last minute, like, I should have took this guy. I should have took this guy a little bit more seriously. I mean, he's not Armadillo. Obviously, he got bread leaking through his stomach. Let me find out what's going on with this guy. And the twist of him being the guy that got hit with the bagel is still unbelievable. I think that's also, for real, think about how you never thought an insignificant character getting hit with a bagel will be the guy that ruins your day. If that ain't no if that's not the butterfly effect coming to bite you in the ass, I don't know what is. You said Clone Saga dropped during the 90s market crash. Yeah, they were trying to, they were trying to milk it. They were trying to milk that. Right. Every Spider-Man does it. Every Spider-Man, except for Miguel O'Hara. Because Miguel O'Hara in the comics is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, ridiculous. He don't play. And again, Spider-Man 2099 came out before Batman Beyond. And he predates Batman Beyond, and he was way better than Batman Beyond. I don't care what nobody say. Miguel O'Hara, those comics, those 2099, I remember when people wasn't even rocking them 2099 comics either. You can get those you was getting, man, a lot of those comics, unless it was Doom, a lot of those comics you can get for $1. You know what I mean? You was getting for a complete debuck. 92, yeah. Matter of fact, because I got Black Panther 2099 in here somewhere. Hold on. This ain't gonna be crate digging, but Black Panther 2099. How many people read this? How many people care about Black Panther 2099? Not a lot. Not a lot. You'd be surprised who doesn't even know that there was a Black Panther 2099 comic. Because it was a one shot. That armadillo cameo, one of the lamest villains that's the lead. And dude just shocked him and kicked him like a kickball. Like, man, you're irritating me right now. You know what I mean? But again, this is what all Spider-Man do. They're like $1.25. I got them all the number ones back there. Yeah. You know what I mean? They were did I have I had one. I had a Spider-Man 2099, but I'm not, like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not really the big like I'm a Spider-Man fan, but I'm not a Spider-Man fan like my brother. Me and my brother separate. You know what I'm saying? Because I let him handle all the Spider-Man stuff, and on this end I handle all the Deadpool stuff. So I'm way more versed in Deadpool than I am in Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? So I let him have Spider-Man. Still got most of the 90s 2099 issues. There was a lot of them, and a lot of them sat inside the box. You know what I mean? So literally sat inside a lot of boxes. I'm talking about right now, and was going for like $1 or $1 and a quarter or something like that, or $1. You know what I mean? So yeah, the full covers, dope. Oh man, Marvel and Image was notorious for full covers. They were notorious for foil covers. Let me see, what was my number one? Let me see if I got this right. CM Miles back on the big screen was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, story-wise, the look, the transitions from different characters, having Gwen's story told that tells the entire movie. If you're not paying attention, this chick tells you exactly what's happening in the movie. Exactly what happened in the movie. And then you get to the end and like, oh, she was pitching to get this team together to go save Miles. Dope. I have the Spider-Man 2099. I believe I had some covers. I was just not big. The hologram covers. Dope. Tell me they need to bring now hologram covers is dope. Matter of fact, I think I got Silver Surfer number 990. It's whatever the Silver Surfer is right before in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. I have that. I got that Silver Surfer. It is a foil cover. It is amazing. It's a full hologram cover. It's amazing. Completely amazing. But yes, seeing Miles Morales back on the big screen, I loved it. To me, I'm sorry. This is the best movie I've seen all year. Literally. And I love Guardians and all of that. Oh my God, Fatal Attractions. Oh my God, they were so dope. Matter of fact, Fatal Attractions went into X-Force too, I believe. Do I got some of the Fatal Attractions? I don't know. And I'm not about to go crate dig because Snyder was like, where'd he go? And I'm over there crate digging. But yeah, seeing him back on the big screen was dope. It was amazing. Some of the best stuff I've seen, you know what I'm saying, this year. We've been having a discussion. I'm not gonna lie. I do miss a lot of the 90s, bro. I miss a lot of the I miss the 90s because I wasn't on child support. But anyway, let me let me talk about some of the controversy on Miles. And you know where I'm about to go with this is if you're fans of Dr. Umar, he said my man Miles was chasing the skim milk. He was out here chasing the skim milk. And I'm gonna give you some truths. Nobody had a problem with Mayday Parker becoming Spider-Man. Nobody had a problem with Miguel O'Hara being a Spider-Man um in a dystopian future. You know, oh yeah, Fatal Attraction ran all the X books, reading Wolverine, getting this adamantium breath. Yeah, oh my god! And when he was Bones, when he went back to the Bone Claws, and certain artists was drawing them with like kitchen utensils and crap in his hands and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that was the Bone when he got his man. Deadpool #1 with the cut out cover. Saber 2. I got Deadpool #1. Oh, trust me. I got all the Deadpool #1s. I don't play. Saber 2 with the claw mark cover. Yeah. Dope stuff. Dope stuff. But there's been a topic of discussion about Miles. What people don't remember when they made this, like, okay, so I'm gonna show you Ultimate Fallout #4. The covers that I have. And I could have got Ultimate Fallout #4, the first cover. And at the time, I didn't want to pay. I think it was 100. It was like at $100 at the time, or like 80 to $100. But I got this cover because I've always talked about this here. Ultimate Fallout. I actually went national news. The reason why I went national news because this was the death of Peter Parker, and it was, they were introducing the first Black Spider-Man. Now, the controversy went to Fox News and the what's his name? The O'Reillys and the Alex Joneses of the world, all these right-wing, people. Yeah, Magneto did have enough of Logan. That's like one of the dopest, you know what I'm saying, things that ever happened in that comic. But there was a big controversy with Miles that, you see what the liberals is doing. They're trying to be politically correct, which they didn't know that what made the Ultimate Universe so dope is because the Ultimate Universe, those writers could tell the story that they wanted to tell in a universe that was not connected with the main universe. So they made a Peter Parker, the Ultimate Spider-Man, was a new rendition, like a modern day rendition of Peter Parker. And then, with with Bendis, Brian Michael Bendis said when he seen that episode of Community and he seen Donald Glover, in that Spider-Man, pajamas, it was like, that's what I wanted to do. They wanted to pitch a Black Spider-Man the whole entire time. It just never, it came to fruition later on. You know what I mean? K-Dot, what's going on? My man, this was better than all the MCU Spider-Man movies. Time to dump Tom. I'm done playing with him. Yeah, I remember that big controversy. I mean, I completely love this movie. I watched Spider-Man No Way Home multiple times, and I've seen this multiple times now. And I completely love both of them, but this one is slightly better for a different reason, though. I like it for a different reason. Non-comic fans speaking on these characters is like sports commentators who never played the game. Hey, stop talking about Skip Bayless like that. Stop talking about Stephen A. Smith. But yeah, it's like then in 2011, in the first cover, you forget Miles's face is covered in the cover because it was so much controversy about a Black Spider-Man. But there was a Mexican and Irish Spider-Man. There was a girl Spider-Man and Mayday Parker before that. You know what I mean? You can have all these different versions of a white character, but then have a problem with a Black character. And now you see more people that are like, okay, well, the black character shouldn't be dating, shouldn't be chasing after a white girl. Like, goddamn, dude, if you read the comic, he's dating a black girl in the comics. Like, geez, Louis, but you're just watching a movie. You know what I mean? And yeah, more people are going to watch the movie because I went to a 2:00 showing, and when I tell you it was packed, I bought my tickets in advance and it was packed. So yes, it's going to have an appeal. But and honestly, if you think about it, Spider-Bite was kind of like, you was looking at Spider-Bite, look, I'm be real with you, and this is going, I don't even want this to sound as creepy as it's gonna sound. The Spider-Bite was kind of thick. It was just kind of thick. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, it kind of drew her kind of thick. Miles in 2 movies developed better than Tom, who took several appearances. Is truly a masterpiece film. I honestly don't have any critiques of this movie, only a slight few. I have no critiques of this video. I honestly don't. And I mean, I like, what I'm not gonna do. It is kind of hard to compare the live action Tom Holland Spider-Man to the animated because there's more you could do in animation, but I don't know. I like both of them. I'm not gonna say that I don't like the I'm not gonna say that I like one more than the other. I like them both. You know what I mean? I really do. They tell the same story, but in a different, unique way. You know what I mean? And again, I'm a story guy, so I look at everything in a different, unique way. Just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Don't worry about Umar. Umar was like, why is the Black Spider-Man chasing the skim milk? And when I heard that, that's the funniest. He was like, leave the milk outside. But again, if you really watch the movie, he kind of was looking at Spider-Bite a little bit. I mean, he's just a hologram, but he was looking like, I might can do something with that because they made her a little thick. You know what I mean? Dr. Umar was jumping for joy when he saw Gwen betraying Miles. Umar doing Blackfoot saying, I told you. Yeah, I ain't the only one that noticed that. Yeah, Spider-Bite was looking at him too. Spider-Bite was looking at him too. She was like, wish she saved him, especially when Gwen kind of didn't tell him the truth. I can see him and Spider-Bite, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, Yeah, I'm just saying he can go to that universe. You know what I mean? You can go to that universe. I would. You know what I mean? Shit, I was Miles. Pregnant action. Jessica Drew is still dumb. Peter B. Bringing Mayday in a fight is dumb. Miguel acting out of character. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you D-Sizzle because I said it in my spoiler review in the video. I know some pregnant chicks that can give hands. I don't know about you, but I grew up in the projects and I knew. Matter of fact, the woman who gave me birth, I found out was giving hands pregnant with me. Yeah, I'm not joking. You know what I mean? But I mean, Jessica Drew is pregnant in the the main version of Jessica Drew and the 616 is pregnant, and she was giving hands in the comics, so I don't have no problem with that. You know what I mean? I absolutely had no problem with that. Peter bringing his daughter, you know what I mean, on the action, you know what I mean? That's kind of silly, but I ain't had no problem with it because it's Peter Parker. 616 Peter Parker. There's nothing. This is the same. Hold on, wait a minute. This is the same dude. Remember in Amazing in Spider-Man Annual number is it 15? Spider-Man Annual number 15, the first introduction to Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau. This Negro like literally was following her everywhere. He stalked her the whole book. So this is nowhere out of the character to me. To me, this is not out of the realm of possibilities for this dude. You know what I mean? For Peter Parker. This is the same, remember, this is the same Peter Parker who gave up his body for Dr. Octavius. Otto Octavius. Why? Let Doc Ock die and I'm good. So, and again, Miguel acting out of character, I understand his motivation. So that's why I'm not knocking him. That's why I'm giving this 10 out of 10, because he went into a universe trying to get somebody, trying to take care of somebody, his alternate version's daughter, and he ended up destroying that whole entire world. So he's trying to fix it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. It was kind of weird that all the Peters didn't really question Miguel. I have a feeling something is up, because at least one of them would not have approved of Miguel's aggressive behavior. Yeah, and you know, I don't know. Have you noticed that Miguel was bigger than, damn near bigger than everybody? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, he was, the way that they made him very intimidating. And Peter B. Parker, being the main 616, Peter did not question him at all. Maybe because he already went to the multiverse. I don't know. You know what I mean? I honestly don't know. What if you know, Tom Holland's, I mean, not Tom Holland's, but whatchamacallit's Peter Parker, from the not Andrew Garfield, but Tobey Maguire. What if Tobey Maguire comes into this universe in the next movie and he's the one who has a conversation with Miles to tell him that what he's doing is wrong? Maybe that's the reason why that they're not in that universe. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. There were a few big female Spider women. It was a few. My only gripe was including Sun Spider in a spotlight. Which one was Sun Spider? There was way too many Spider-Men for me. There was a lot. That's why I didn't do like a break. I'm not doing all of that. There's a reason why women get paternity leave. They stizzle. Bruh. The woman who gave me birth used to throw hands while she was pregnant with me. And when I heard those stories, my mama was no joke with the fisticuffs, with the paws, put them laying hands on you like the pastor would say. I don't understand why I'm not. Let me shut up. He said Gwen was kind of yammed up. Oh man. Peter was funny. Yes, it's Peter Parker. That pregnant Spider woman run is the worst ever. I didn't read it. I'm not gonna say it. Sit there like I read that. I didn't read it. Peter Parker has always been careful. Yeah, he has. I'm telling you. Read. Well, actually, in because it started off Deadpool versus Spider-Man, then it became Deadpool and Spider-Man. It was a superior Spider-Man. Then they switched it where, you know, he was regular Peter Parker back in his body again during that run. So, you know, but yes, he was very careless. Trust me. He was way more careless than Wade was. I'm just speaking from OG Spider-Man comics fan perspective. I get it. You know, I also didn't like the Who Framed Roger Rabbit angle that was going with. I don't see why not. If we're trying to tie in the multiverse again, this is where I had a problem with what if Doctor Strange would have went to some of these what if these what if universes, then we could be able to have more cohesive story when we going into the multiverse. I don't care if it looks like Who Framed Roger. I like Who Framed Roger. I think that's dope. You know what I mean? I like that aesthetic. That was something that was really big in the 90s. In the late 80s, early 90s, that Who Framed, I love that. But it made it cohesive. Now you can be able to understand that all of this stuff is tied together. And that's the problem with the MCU. When they first started doing this multiverse thing and things wasn't tying together, people was like, well, why do you have this? If Loki is doing this here and we got Doctor Strange and none of this is colliding and moving together, and then you got this what if and all of this that they set up and what if nobody went into any of those universes, like, what is it for? Like, why are we doing this if none of it is going to connect? And you're going to give us a what if season 2, but is it connected? People don't care if it's not connected. Werewolf by Night didn't connect to anything for anybody, so nobody really cared. I might have liked it personally as a show, but nobody cared because what is it connected to? And that was the big gripe. None of this connects to anything. Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight. You know what I mean? What else was not connected to anything else? And it was kind of felt like it was its own standalone thing. That has been the problem with the MCU, making all of this crap. You know what I mean? In phase 4, that didn't connect to jack squat. And then on top of that, having your villain go out the way that he went out, that's why people were complaining about the MCU. I'm not going to take that same gripe with Across the Spider-Verse, because they actually did it right, the way you're supposed to do. If you got other universes that's out there, let that guy go into those universes. Again, Morbius and Venom is in the same universe. What did he go do? Went into that universe so he connects that universe. Having Donald Glover as a cameo as the Prowler. That is an excellent way to have that character be connected. Now, is that connecting the MCU? Is that the prior Aaron Davis that we seen in Spider-Man on Homecoming? Is that the same one that we're getting here? We don't know, but I hope so, because that would be awesome. It'd be amazing. It'd be spectacular. I would like to see the web of that. I would like to see a superior version of that. I'm excited about that. That's what I'm saying. Don't critique it so hard in that perspective, because at least they tied it all together, unlike everything else that's not tying crap together. I mean, D says will just say you hate Spider-Man, bro. Oh my god. Let me get to some of your comments. Eric Shaw, that's the exact opposite. Been my favorite superhero since Amazing Friends cartoon. Todd McFarlane Spidey submitted my Spider-Man comic fandom. Todd McFarlane was dope. When the third Spider-Verse movie drops, could this be the best animated trailer? Absolutely. Absolutely. What have we been saying? Wasn't Donald supposed to be Hypno Hustler? And he can still be Hypno Hustler. Again, this is a multiverse. Again, this is what I'm saying. And this is why I'm saying recast T'Challa. Don't think I forgot about that. Because if Donald Glover could be Hypno Hustler, he could be Aaron Davis in the MCU. You know what I mean? He could be all these characters. What is the point? We seen all these Spider-Man. Again, I'm pointing this out. We seen all these Spider-Man. We seen all these people in What If. We see multiple versions of all of this. Multiple versions of Doctor Strange. Multiple versions of everybody. Where's our T'Challa? Still on it. Still on it. It ain't went away. But this is what I'm saying. This is who I'm going to show you who should be, your next Spider-Man. I don't know about you guys, but this I'm about to pull this up for you. Who should be Spider-Man? Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys checked out my my short about the shoes that the Prowlers kicks, but I gotta pull this up for one, because I got a lot of stuff. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me pull this. Tell me that's not awesome. These are literally, this is video game. It's Atari. They literally canonized the wackest, hardest, dumbest Spider-Man game of all times. They tied this into the multiverse. There goes Spider-Man from the Spider-Man video games. Are you not entertained, people? This is awesome. That man, to me, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hold up. I'm going to give y'all all the... This is awesome. Dan, the guy, the bagel guy. That's the spot. My man right there. Let me full screen this for y'all. Hang on a little bit. That guy right there. That's just how that's tied together. That's awesome. Like there's so many awesome moments in this movie. And then there's your villain. That's your villain. The guy that got hit with the bagel is awesome. I'm cool with the video game, comedy genre, integrated animation, just not feeling live action. I feel like all of it. All of it Spider-Man. So what's the difference? Live action, you could do a lot more stuff in animation, but it's all Spider-Man. I want to see all of it. I want it all. I want all of it to connect. Because sometimes you get tired of you watch stuff and be like, what is the point of this if it's not connected? Hell, Fast and Furious has done more connecting in their 10 movies than a lot of the MCU has done in phase 4. Let's keep it a buck. And they need to course correct that. Hold on, let me see if I got like this here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because live action stuff isn't as good as what they're doing in the video games and animation. And that's because you can do more. You can tell more story. You can tell the longest story you possibly can in a video game. I got Spider-Man for PS4, Spider-Man Miles Morales for PS4. You know what I mean? There's so much story that you could tell in a video game. There's so much more story you could tell in animation. You can't really do you have a certain time limit and a certain amount of stuff that you can do. You can still tell I'm not saying you can't tell a good story, because there are good stories in live action, but there's much more you could do in animation and in video games than you can in in this. This is dope. This is amazing. This is amazing, especially when he used his little communicator. Was like, boop, boop. I need a picture of Spider-Man. And this time with a decent picture. I wouldn't want EMH with Avengers. EMH Avengers meeting the MCU Avengers. What is EMH? I don't know what EMH is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Boop boop. It's like boop boop. That was amazing, and it was funny. It was so funny. It was so creative. I thought that was awesome. I'm telling you, this literally made me laugh the hardest. I got excited for this one, and I got excited for the Donald Glover cameo more than anything. I lost it when I seen this. I lost it. I mean, I get what you're saying, and even when the MCU was brought up, a lot of the MCU was really a lot of the stuff they was doing in the Ultimate Comics that they brought over to the MCU. You know what I mean? Yes, this scene was epic. Her face, man, that should be a meme. Her face should be a meme. Or Earth Mighty is here. Okay. Because I was wondering, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away from what you're saying. I just feel like it's a different story. And you know what I mean? They're going to tell their story. And I get it. Sometimes it may not connect. What might connect for you might not connect for the next person. And I get that. And this is where I was talking about connecting. This small clip right here is connecting this branch. You've seen this in Loki. At the end of Loki. You know what I mean? Where the branching of the timelines. They're literally connecting all of this stuff together. You know what I mean? Something that a lot of the MCU has not done. That's what makes this makes this better. You know what I mean? Like, this is my man, though. My man Miguel O'Hara was not playing any games with y'all. You know what I mean? He was not playing games. I don't know what pep talk he gave to the rest of the Spider-Man that was there, But they were all chasing Miles. I don't know what they told Miles. Miles was on cocaine or whatever, but they were all chasing them. Like, dude, like this is funny. Like, just different iterations. Again, this one, I lost it. I lost it. Yeah, boo. Yeah. He booed him. They're like, boo. He was like, and he's looking at him because that's his uncle in a live action. Look at him. And remember, if it wasn't for Donald Glover, we have no Miles Morales. We have no Miles. This is like, dude, this is awesome. I don't care what anyone says. I had this older white lady who was sitting next to me. She was sweet, very sweet lady. Was like, why does everybody gotta why does the captains gotta die? I was like, it's part of the story. And if she only knew why I was freaking out in my seat when I seen Donald Glover, I lost it. I lost it like when I seen Andrew Garfield come through that portal. I knew it was Andrew Garfield. I knew he was coming, but I lost it. I lost it because I wasn't expecting this. Miguel was bugging. He was tripping. But that's because it was his own fault. It was literally his fault why he was tripping. If he wasn't trying to go into other universes, you know what I mean? But Mika, all Spider-Man try in their own unique way, try to fix everything and end up jacking it up. End up messing up. Remember this. In Infinity War, why did Peter board that ship? He wasn't supposed to board that ship. Sony is sitting back like, top that, Disney. Right, not right now, right now. They killed that. I'm not gonna lie. They killed this, man. They killed this. You know what I mean? And for the ladies for the lady in the house, tell me this. He was acting like a scroll. That's funny. But let's be real. The lady in the house, Mika G. Do you know somebody who could throw hands, pregnant or not? Because my girl Jessica, like I said, my mama told me some stories. I was like, word? You was like that? Spider-Man equals careless. Yes. Like I said, my man Peter was stalking a woman the whole comic. Creepy. Tony had to be like, hey, man. Hey, my man. Chill, dog. Chill. What are you doing? But the lady in the house, Mika G, you know, any women who could throw hands if I'm pregnant or not, they throwing hands. Trust me. I know a few. I know one personally that gave birth to me. So I had no problem with her doing her in this mug. But again, I'm gonna show you this. You see Miguel? I mean, she was fighting some other women because her baby daddy. I'm not one to gossip. Yeah, comic book Jessica, former agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., the version could have easily filled that role. She was in the movie. If you to pay real closely, she was in the movie. I have no problem with them picking this version of Jessica Drew. I have no problem with it. Number one, you know what I'm saying? This was probably the most diverse superhero movie we've seen in a long time. And it wasn't just like shoehorned in just to be, you know, just for diversity purposes only. It made sense to the context of the story. You know what I mean? But Jessica Drew, 616 Jessica Drew is in that movie. Matter of fact, you will see her because they met her. She's pregnant. And she's the one who goes in Mubaten and is trying to stop the world from collapsing within on itself. So I don't know the problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, I saw her in the background. I'm saying that version would have been better. I don't see what's the difference. I'm not, you know what I mean? Honestly, D-Sizzle, I honestly don't see the difference of the two. You know what I mean? Both of them are badass characters. Both of them were going to be pregnant. Both of them was going to do things. I don't see the difference. I think both of them are dope. You know what I mean? So and they got Issa Rae to do it. Who if I'm not mistaken, she's Academy Award winning actress, or you know what I mean, or you know what I'm saying, or Oscar winner or whatever. She's dope. You know, but for Miguel doing this is why he's tripping, because he knew damn well he wasn't supposed to go in that universe trying to play daddy. You should have let her. And I get it. His world sucks. In his comic, his world trash. You know what I mean? So I get why he did it, but this is the guilt on himself. Again, the theme is every Spider-Man trying to fix stuff in this universe. And that's the problem. He was trying to fix it. Now he's consumed. This is where a hardcore Spider-Man gets consumed with guilt. That's what he turns into. And that's why his story of redemption is going to be so much better. Pregnant, non-pregnant, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem. I would add D Sizzle, toss that to Mika and see what Mika G thinks, because I had no problem with a pregnant Jessica Drew handling business. Jess is what they called her. But that's my own personal thoughts on that. Also, did y'all catch this part? That spider, before going in there, was going to bite him. That's Miles Morales from the Earth 42. That's who was supposed to bite, but instead of biting him, goes up to Collider. I wonder how that dynamic, when he found out that he was the one that was supposed to be bitten and he could have saved his dad, and you know, he took stuff from him too. Oh my God, they have so much story they could tell. I have no problem with the Prego Jess. Hell, she made me go to the gym this morning because she was in there kicking butt. All right, let me go to some more slides that I got. Like, this is, I ain't gonna lie, Final Form, despite that's dope, and it's so artsy. So, oh my God, I love this. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as this becomes a poster, I'm on it. Y'all see the posters in my background. As soon as it becomes a poster, I'm getting it. I'm grabbing this. This is art. This is so incredibly dope. So incredibly dope. What did y'all think about my man for Spider-Man India though? This was dope. Oh shoot. I gotta hurry up and get off this chat. But my man for Spider-Man India was dope. They took inspiration from the worst comic run, like how they put one moment in time, another bad storyline. I mean, that's the way you feel. That's the way you feel. You know what I mean? Again, I think No Way Home did it better. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I feel like Into the Spider-Verse didn't take anything away from the movie. It made it even more badass. You know what I mean? So let me hurry up and wrap this up, because I gotta wrap up this live here. The animation was amazing. Animation was super amazing. He was dope and funny. He was my man Dopender. And Dopender is awesome. So I mean, India was dope. Definitely want him in my corner for mental health boo. And we, especially when it was like, he said chai tea. You said tea, bro. Do I want a coffee with some cream? That's hilarious. And I can't, man. It's Japanese Spider-Man. But yeah, I can't, man. Especially if they bring out the suit. Oh my God. But this is where everything, this is when I knew things was going to be bad. First of all, I didn't know if you noticed this, but when he's talking to his mom, I didn't get the screenshot of that, but when he's talking to his mom, he has a green, black, and purple color scheme. You know what I mean? Doc Ock and the purple color scheme, you know what I mean, of the Prowler, when he put out, I'm surprised he didn't notice, man, I don't wear purple. You know what I'm saying? But he thought he was home. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really look like, where's my toys? Oh, yeah, when when Gwen ripped open that box of that collectible, oh my God, I would have smacked her. As much as I'm a collector, ooh, my Lord, have mercy. It took everything in me not to roundhouse kick. Like roundhouse kick her in the face. That is a collectible. You know what I mean? She just opened it up and sat it up. Oh my God. I mean, if you're gonna buy, if you know it's a collectible, always buy two. That's all I'm saying. Always buy a duplicate if you know it's gonna be a collectible. But him being in his Earth 42 land, I wonder how that's gonna play into the next movie. What he's gonna take from being in this, dystopian alternate universe. I cringed during that part, like, no, oh my God, I almost lost it. I knew he was in the wrong universe when I looked at his mother. And I was like, his mother's eyes are green. It was brown throughout this whole movie. Like, but if you it's a blink if you miss it, you will see it says Earth 42 when he was getting moved in that machine. When they was getting ready to put in that machine. No. What do y'all think? Prowler Miles versus Miles Spider-Man. Prowler Miles going to come around and they team up. I want to know how this is going to play, because technically they're played by two different actors too. So I want to know what is going to be the dynamic, because he's in this wrong universe. He has this is literally Spider-Man No Way Home, because he's in the wrong universe. He got to get out of there. You know what I mean? So is the spy going to go to his universe? Is there an Alchemix in this universe? Man, oh my God. I'm just thinking about what this is going to go. But I just did a video on these two. And I called them Across the Spider, Beyond the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales, Jordan 1 Prowlers. That's what I called them. And tell me, if Snide is up in the house, make sure y'all go and check out Snide's YouTube channel. Super, super dope. Always doing fake versus real. Showing you all kinds of customs that he does, all of that. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to Snide's channel. It is super dope. And if you can make me some Jordan 1 Deadpools or these, I guarantee you, that this is going to be the next Jordan. This is going to be the next Jordan 1 that they're going to put out next year. And I'm thinking this whole entire upper from the toe box to the tongue is going to be purple with the purple and black box. You know what I'm saying? With a slight, white purplish tint. You know what I mean? No swoosh on this. Man, that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope. But no, I didn't stick around to the end credit, because I heard there was no end credit scene, so I didn't stick around. Anyone else sit around waiting for a cut scene? I already knew that there wasn't going to be an end credit scene, so I left. When the third film drops, how many are they making? It's just 3. Yeah. This is a blink. Like, there's the two shoes. And I'm calling them the glitch Jordan 1s. You know what I'm saying? The Across the Spider-Verse glitch Jordan 1s instead of the next chapter. He literally glitched into those shoes, the ones that are out now. But yeah, these right here, yes, Jordan 1 Prowlers. That's what I'm called. Jordan 1 Prowler. No, just think about this being like a vinyl see-through mesh Snide. The rest of this is kind of suede, or I'm thinking either suede or leather. You know what I mean? With a black, look at this. Look at the midsole. Black, and let this be translucent purple that glows in the dark. I'm telling, man, let me design the shoe, son. Let me design the shoe, son. If they don't make it, I will. Paolo wants, oh shit. Yes. Prowlers. Jordan 1 Prowlers, dog. I'm telling you, this could be a dope shoe. And if you watch my my short on these, I'm telling you, this is gonna be the next ones, dog. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, these are dope. But this scene, I'm not gonna lie, this scene kind of got me. This scene got me because just think if viewers are able to look at your alternate self, and that person is the worst case version of you, and you gotta, this is the thing that I like about these. Um, you know what they do? They do too. They do too. Oh my God, there's so much that they could do with this shoe. But just think if you were to able to look at the worst version of yourself. That's why I like these multiverse movies, because he's literally looking at the worst case scenario version of yourself. This is like looking in the mirror and say, man, what can I do to change my life? Because I can't be like this no more. I can't be like this. Or if I don't change my life, this is what my life could be. If I don't take things a little bit more seriously, this is what life could be. With the little back, yes. I'm telling you, those are going to be the hottest shoe that comes out. Trust me. Yo, look at the lighting in that shot, on that shot. It's amazing. You have the blues, the blue and the blue and the red creating this purple tint. This is artistry. This is amazing, dude. This is amazing. You don't see this in live action a lot. You don't see this a lot in live action. It's like in the Matrix, when you go into the Matrix, everything is green. Yes. Yes. And I noticed everything was kind of green with this bluish reddish tint. You know what I'm saying? This was fantastic. But my man was looking at him like, what's happening? I'm Miles Morales. You know what I mean? I mean, he looked, dude, rocking the kicks like that? Man, tell me. Watch. People going to start rocking this hairdo too. People going to start rocking this hairdo. I'm telling you, this is one of the dopest movies, man. He's just looking at his alternate self like, what's happening? I'm Miles Morales. I'm the Prowler. What's happening? You in my universe. Your dad is alive. You know what I'm saying? My dad dead. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the worst version of yourself? Dude, this is dope. This is super dope. But I'm going to show y'all, before I go, I'm going to show y'all who should be Miles Morales in the next movie. And the live action Miles Morales said, did you notice Prowler Miles wasn't surprising at all? At all. So there's some things going on that we don't know about that they got to tell us in the second movie. But I'm going to tell y'all who should be, like, I got a video I'm editing right now. Who should be live action Miles Morales? I'm going to show y'all. He should be live action Miles Morales. This guy right here. This is live action Miles Morales. Absolutely. This is going to be the next Miles Morales in the movie. I'm pitching it now. That's going to be live action Miles Morales. That's who I got cast in the movie. I got this video I'm editing right now. Should be out later on. Live action, my top 5 live action Miles Morales, and I'm putting this kid in the hat. You know what I mean? I'm putting this kid in the hat. The Miles of the Prowler is more convincing to me than Donald was. Oh my God, dude! You just say you didn't like it. Just say you didn't like it, D. Damn, you a tough critic. But I'm telling y'all looking for y'all next Miles Morales? Here is him right there. That's your next Miles Morales right here. I'm showing y'all right now. Exclusive. I'm dropping news right now. This is your Miles Morales live action right here, son. I'm showing y'all right now. Just let me know if you want my autograph or any of that. Live action Miles Morales. That's who it's gonna be. Rocking right now. I've already pitched it to AV Arad. You know what I mean? All of them. Already pictured. Put my hand in there. This is a perfect seeds to the live action, including a real person. And like I said, I love it. I love it. Nah, Miles is probably is a cool idea, and I just think it's dope. I think all of this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Especially when this guy shows up in the next movie. When this Miles Morales shows up in the next movie, I'm telling y'all now, I put it out here. I put it out here. I'm letting y'all know that's gonna be the next Miles Morales, though. What y'all think? Should he be your next Miles Morales? Put it in the comment section, son. I'll, I'll, oh man, I'm leaving this up here for the rest of the live. Who y'all think? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna make this I think I'm gonna make this my thumbnail. Whoever they cast got to be the right age. I'm more 30+ year old playing. Hey, don't you tell me what I can't play. I put my name in the hat, D. My name is in the hat. I'm trying to get on, and you don't you ruin this for me, D. Don't you ruin this for me. But I think I'm gonna make this my thumbnail for because I made a thumbnail. I think I'm about to change it. I think I'm about to change it. Better not be Jaden Smith. Oh my God. I hope not either. He's not on my list. Trust me, he's not on my list. He's not on my list at all. I'm on my list. That's who's on the list. Me. Just think about it, man. The top 5 Miles Morales they could be. I'm thinking of Dre Mac, because he spits hot fire. He spits hot fire. I'm over here getting the hiccups. Let me get off of here, y'all. I thank you so very much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, y'all. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Oh, let me take this off of here because somebody think I'm nuts. But anyway, what do y'all think, man? Who do y'all did you like the movie? Did you enjoy this movie, man? Make sure to put it in the comment section. Too many fans are recommending former child actors who are too grown for the role now. I mean, Shamik Moore said he wants to play it, and I do got a picture of Shamik Moore where if he cut his facial hair, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? He looks like Miles from the comics. I'm not even joking. Let me put this up before I go. Like, dude, if he cut his facial hair, you know what I mean? Like, literally. I mean, he already has his voice. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know, like, he's not that tall. Dude's 5'7". I didn't know he was 5'7". He slim out a little bit, like, getting lean. Despite all my small grades. Small, son. So 9, I give it a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love this. But yeah, he looks like Miles from the comics. He's 28, but he's playing the character he's the voice of the character. And again, if he cuts his facial hair, slims up, I mean, there you go. That's Miles Morales right there. And he's maybe an older variant. See, I be hate, but I mean, if you see my video later on today, then you will kind of understand the person who I really want. I'm not gonna reveal that until I do my until I upload my video. But he has worked with Mahershala Ali already. And I believe this kid will be fantastic as Miles Morales. But again, that's gonna come up in the video later on today. But again, did you guys like this movie? Did you enjoy this movie? What are some of the gripes? Make sure you put it in the comment section. You know what I mean? Dope. 5 out of 5. 5-star. It's amazing. complimenting and criticizing what fans do. I know. I gotta mess with you, D. I gotta mess with you. But if Mika was here, she'd be telling me this.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
They're going to race bend it. Because Brian Michael Bendis has so much input on this character, they won't touch this one. They won't. They would. Boy, this is gonna be on the side of like race bending T'Challa and switch it to a red-headed girl. Boy, I swear to God, Dr. Umar will literally come out of his dashiki if that happens. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got to get out of here. I appreciate sticking around. Again, what did you guys think? Did you like the movie? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, man. Where's my outro at? Where's it at? If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.